What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chandler Burton Entertainment, and welcome back to Tier List Thursdays, where I blindly go in and I do tier list. Now, what I did is I posted my community page on what you guys would like to see. So I did like metalcore albums, deathcore, PS4, Marvel, and I put something else too. Like I'd have to double check what that is. So thank you all for voting. I really appreciate it. I was kind of wondering if people were voting because I am pretty new to this whole community thing, but I actually had quite a bit of votes on it. So I thought that was really cool. And the winner for this week was the Metalcore album. So I'm literally just going to go through on tiermaker.com. I'm going to see what metalcore albums are on there, and I will put them into a tier list for you guys. And again, if you do like what you see, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the like button, and feel free to share the video as well if you have fun with it. But without further ado, let's go on and get into it. Alright, so again, we are on tiermaker.com. We are going to be ranking metalcore albums. Again, I have not looked at this yet, so I have no idea what's on here. I just put up the poll, and I was like, let's people vote, and I'm just going to, as I said, I like to go in blind and kind of just see what we have. There may be a few on here that I've never listened to before or I've never heard of, so if that is the case, we're going to put them in. I haven't listened, but the tier lists are all-time favorites, masterpieces, fantastic, great, good, decent, average, pretty bad, really bad, and haven't listened. So I'm really excited to get going here. I also have it pulled up on my phone because they are a little hard to see, and let's go and get started. Let's do it. I'm super excited. Okay. So the first one on the list here is going to be Beartooth Aggressive. Now this is a little bit more difficult because I really do like this album quite a bit. Below, I listen to Below all the time now, so it's really hard for me to determine like which one do I like more. But if that's not on the list, we're just gotta figure out where to put it. That Aggressive is one of my favorite albums of all time. So I'll just put it in all-time favorite. Gonna go up here, boop boop. All-time favorite. That's where Beartooth goes. Beartooth Aggressive goes there. I listen to that album often. It's super good. Alright, Killswitch Engage. I believe it's Alive or Just Alive or Just Breathing. This is actually one of the Killswitch albums I actually have not listened to that often. I do love Killswitch Engage, but this album I just haven't listened to that much. It does have a few okay songs on there, but it's definitely not my favorite Killswitch album, so I'm gonna put that. I'll put it in great. I think it's pretty good. I need to listen to it more though, but it does have some good songs in there. Fixation on the darkness. I love that song. Obviously cannot sing like Jesse or Howard, but I do like that song. Alright, so we got Trivium here. Let me get this pulled up. I actually don't know if I... Ascendant. Okay. I have not listened to this album, so I gotta put it in half list. I know Trivium, again, has a few songs that I like, but I just don't. I don't know them that well. Okay, let me get this pulled up here. Get Scared. The words are be kind. I don't know what that says. I haven't listened to this album either. So let's put that right here. Not saying that it's bad. I just haven't listened to it before. Ooh, Bless the Fall. I forgot the name of this album, but it's not my favorite album by them. I prefer it with Bo, who's now the vocals of the band now, the singer part. I'm going to put average. I used to listen to this album a lot. I forgot what it's called, but I used to listen to it a lot in high school. So I'll go and just put it there. Okay. Norma Jean. Again, I have not, I don't listen to Norma Jean, so I will put that right here because I haven't listened. There may be a lot of bands right here because I just haven't listened to them before. Wage War Blueprints. I got to put that bad boy at the top here. This is one of my all-time favorites. Well, actually... I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put it under Masterpiece because for me, Deadweight is the perfect Wage War type album. I love that album, but I think Deadweight's better, but Blueprints is pretty close. So yeah, Wage War Blueprints I'm going to put in Masterpiece. I listen to it often, and hopefully we get something for Wage War soon. I've been waiting for them to announce their 4th album, but I just haven't heard anything, so it makes me sad. Okay. Avenged Sevenfold, City of Evil. I don't know if this is really a metalcore album. I guess it could be. I don't really like Avenged Sevenfold. I keep saying it over and over, and people think I'm crazy, but I really just don't like them. The song has a few good songs on here, but it's not something I'm really interested in. but it's not bad. I'm gonna put average just because it's okay. I mean, it's all right. It's again, that's like the only album by them I probably listened to most of their material. All right, so Motionless in White Creatures. Ooh, bringing me back to the high school days. Motionless in White is actually a really good band. Their new album is really good. A lot of them. The only album I don't really like by them was Infamous, which was their second album. Anything else, I actually really enjoy. I don't crank them all the time. I don't listen to them all the time, and they're not one of my all-time favorites. I'm gonna put Creatures as fantastic. I think it's a pretty good album. I think that fits the category perfectly. Plus, that song Abigail, so good. Okay. For all those sleeping, cross your fingers. I actually just listened to this album quite a bit. Um, to be honest, I like For All Those Sleeping. They're not great. Their second album, Outspoken, was pretty good, and their third album, I think that one was called, it's called Incomplete Me. That album was kind of bad. But the first album, it's definitely more of a pop punk type of album. Their second album's more metalcore. I actually prefer Outspoken a lot better. But this album was good for the time. It was okay. It was definitely high school nostalgia for me, but I'll say good for that. Okay. Devil Wears Prada, Dead Throne. Okay. Dead Throne. Man, this is like the last album. This is like the last album I listened to before I stopped listening to Devil Wears Prada. But now I'm starting to listen to them again because of Zombie 2. I actually saw them live when they were on this album cycle, and it was a lot of fun. It's got some good songs on here, but it's nothing. I'm gonna say it's good. It's not great. It's not, it's above average. I'm gonna say good. It's got some good stuff. Okay, Parkway Drive, Deep Blue, man. This album is a banger. Banger, dude. This is some good stuff. Is it my favorite album of them? Not at all. But man, is it fantastic. It is like some good stuff. That is some, oh, it's so good. Parkway Drive is kind of hit or miss sometimes with me, but that album is super dope. Okay. Of Mice and Men Defy. This one's going to be really controversial because I actually really like this album and a lot of people do not like this album. I don't know, man. I liked it. I thought it was really good. I had a good time. It's not a masterpiece and it's not anywhere. It's not as bad as people would say. It's not their best work, but I actually really like this album. This might shock people, but I'm gonna put it in great. I like Earth and Sky better, but I still really like this album. I like it a lot. Come at me. No, please don't. I don't like to have any arguments, so let's just agree to disagree. I have no idea what this is. So if someone could tell me, maybe I'll check it out, but I haven't listened to it. Oh, Falling in Reverse. Oh man. I don't really listen. I mean, the only songs I've listened to is the ones I react to, and I think that's the Drug in Me Is You album. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't listened to it all the way, but from the songs I have reacted to, it's average. I'll be nice. I'll say it's average. Code Orange Forever. These guys got nominated for a Grammy, actually. I don't think they won, but they got nominated. I haven't listened to them. I've never heard of this album. Okay. Cancer Bats, Hail Destroyer. Never heard of these guys either. Put that right there. Again, it's actually really fun. If there is a band or a song on here that you guys want me to react to, again, send me an email, and I will definitely try to get to it. Architects, Hollow Crown. I do like this album, actually. It's not my favorite Architects album, which some people may disagree, saying it is their best, but it's not my personal favorite. It's good, though. I really like it. I'm gonna put good. Architects is one of those bands where if you like metalcore, you gotta like Architects, man. Like, for real. It's so good. Okay, do not know what this is. It looks like the Death Star, which, it's cool, but never listened to it. I do not know what this one is either. Again, I go into these blind, and I have no idea what that is. The Amity Affliction. I mean, I know this band, but I haven't listened to this album all the way. There's a lot of music on here I haven't listened to all the way. I'm gonna put haven't listened because I couldn't tell you a song off the album. So forgive me for I have sinned. Okay, I'm taking a look here. These words are so small, and I'm blind as a bat. I don't know what this one is, so I'm just gonna have it listened again. If someone can let me know what that is, that would be great. Under Oath, Lost in the Sound of Separation. Again, I do not listen to Under Oath that much. Um, Man, this is the haven't listened category is going to be really high, and I think people are going to be really disappointed. Oh man. Okay, North Lane. I've heard a few songs off this album. Again, I'm not a huge North Lane fan. They're okay, but it's average. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Okay, let's see. See, I don't even know what that is. I can know from the picture that I have not listened to it. So have not listened once again. Okay, Attila. Rage. This is the only Attila album that I can actually tolerate. I am not a fan of these guys. I Again, this song has some good albums. This is definitely high school nostalgia for me. Um it's the best one, but I'm gonna put pretty bad. I'm not a big fan of the lyrical content, which I know most people would disagree. But yeah, if to me it's pretty bad. All right, Bring Me the Horizon. I only know one song off this album. This is turtle, and that was pretty good. I'm gonna put decent because again I haven't really listened to anything else off that album. I st- I set my friends on fire. You cannot spell slaughter without laughter. I used to really like this album, and I come to the conclusion that I was kind of dumb. This album's not good. It's actually really bad, and I mean that sincerely. It has like ravenous rhinos, and it's got like things that rhyme with orange, um, but it's not for me. It's too goofy, and it's just yeah, I'm just not a fan. I used to like these guys, but not a fan. Oh boy, Attack someday came suddenly. Well, you know, I'm not an Attack guy. I have listened to this album, and it's really bad. I am not a fan. I do not like crabcore, which is funny because my old band used to be exactly like Attack and Asking Alexandria, which was hilarious. Yeah, not a fan. I think it's pretty bad. I think it's really bad actually. So we'll just leave that right there. Asking Alexandria, Stand Up and Scream. Now, if you would have asked me this back in 2009, this would have been an all-time favorite. I absolutely loved this album in high school, and everybody made fun of me for it because like this is not real music. There's too many breakdowns, and you know, it's funny. Asking Alexandria is one of those bands that I've actually kept with me for a lot of the bands I used to listen to. I've grown out of. But honestly, Asking Alexandria I still listen to occasionally, and this album is not great by any means. I think Reckless and Relentless is their best album to this day. But you know what? Stand Up and Scream, it is decent. It's got some songs in there I'm like, that was really dumb. But it's got some bangers. It's got some okay songs in there. So I'll put decent. I think it's okay. All right. Excuse me. All right. I See Stars, The End of the World Party. I like that song. Oh man, I'm not a big I See Stars guy. I feel like I don't know. I just don't really like him that much. I'm gonna put pretty bad just because again, it's not for me. It's got one song on there that I like, and yeah, I'll just put it in pretty bad. Fall of Ideals, you guys, come on, seriously, that's an all-time favorite. This is one of the best metalcore albums of all time. This is a band where again, half the material is great, the other half is really bad. Yeah, I would say half and half. But Fall of Ideals is without question one of the best metalcore albums of all time. It's super good. All right, Bold My Valentine, The Poison. I actually really like this album a lot. It's got some bangers on there, man. It's not one of my favorites of all time. I wouldn't even put it in fantastic because I don't listen to these guys often. I used to, but I'm gonna put them in great, man. I This album is a banger. That's so good, dude. All right, do not know what this one is. Let me look. From Autumns to Ashes. I haven't listened to it, and the cover's kind of weird. It looks like a guy like throwing up or something. It's kind of weird. Okay, We Came as Romans. Oh man, To Plant a Seed. Used to listen to these guys a lot, and I love their new stuff. We just did a reaction to Dark Bloom. It's on my channel, and these guys have been around for a while, but this album is really good. It's actually super good. Dare I say it's even great. It's awesome, man. I still haven't seen these guys live. I'd like to. That would be really fun. But I'm really introverted. I don't like going to shows that often, so that could be kind of a problem. Okay, this is Buried Tomorrow. I've heard of, well, I've heard a few songs off this album, actually. If I remember, this album didn't have very good production value. I'm going to say average, because the songs I listened to on that album were pretty good. They were okay. It's not too bad. Yeah, if I'm thinking of the right band, that's Buried Tomorrow. I might be mixing them up with someone else, but I think that's Buried Tomorrow. Day to Remember, Common Courtesy. This actually is one of my favorite albums of all time. It's actually my favorite Day to Remember album, so I'm gonna put that in all-time favorite, man. Every song on that album is great, and it's funny. My friend Kyle and I both agree it's just the best one, man. It's so good. August Burns Red, Constellations. Again, August Burns Red is one of my favorite bands of all time. I think they are absolutely. I consider them up there. Maybe not the kings of metalcore, but definitely up there with one of the most influential bands in metalcore. I am going to put this in Masterpiece because I think it's really good. Not my favorite by them, but I really enjoy it. Okay, this album I haven't heard of either. Looks kind of cool, but I haven't listened to it. Vane, haven't listened to this either. Siler Help, I haven't listened to that either. Guys, you're gonna kill me. Look how many are in the haven't listened. Looks like I need to step up and I need to listen to some more music, man. Seriously. You know what's funny? It's like now that I do a reaction channel, and now that I do all these, I don't listen to a lot of music unless it's on on the channel. Like when I go walking and stuff, like I'll listen to music, but I listen to a lot of podcasts, or sometimes I just like to listen to nature. So I don't listen to a lot of music nowadays. Okay. Knock Loose, Laugh Tracks. I freaking dig this album, man. It's not one of my favorites, but I gotta say, it is. It's great. I'm gonna say great. It's really, really good. I hope my friend Kyle doesn't get mad at me. Love you, buddy, but I'd say great. Knock Loose is definitely a band that I listen to quite a bit. I don't. For me, they don't personally make it up here, but that album is great. Ooh, here's a good one here. Ms. May I, Shadows Inside. I actually do like this album quite a bit. I feel like they had a good return to form with this album. Got signed to Sharptone with this album. Well, not signed, but they switched over to Sharptone. I'm gonna say it's good, man. I cannot wait for Miss May I's new album. I hope it comes out this year because I'm ready. I'm super ready for some more Miss May I. Okay. Dealer, I think there's a few songs here I like. Yeah, it has Crooked on here. Yeah, it's got a few songs here I like. I haven't listened to the entire album. For what I listened to, it's good. It's really, really good. It's super catchy. While She Sleeps, So What? I actually really like this album. I'm a big fan of While She Sleeps, so maybe that's kind of, hypocritical of me, but I'm going to put this. I'm going to put that in Fantastic. I just love that band, dude. They're really, really good. Stick to Your Guns, The Hope Division. This album has Amber on it, I believe, and I love that song. Not my favorite by them, but again, they do have some bangers for sure. They've been around for a long time, a really long time. So this album's pretty good. I'm gonna put good. I'll just put good for that. It's pretty awesome stuff. Cane Hill, Too Far Gone. I freaking love this album, dude. That song Hateful is so awesome. I think this album is super underrated. A lot of people don't talk about it, but I'm gonna put Fantastic for that. Cane Hill is so good. They're just an awesome band. Okay, Cave In. Never heard of these guys before. I don't even know what that is, so I haven't listened. It looks like she's on a bridge and she's wearing a red dress. I have no idea. Botch. Looks like the Target symbol. I haven't listened to them either. Oh, the Dillinger Escape Plan. I, I know a few songs by them, but I couldn't name you anything else. I'm just gonna put haven't listened. I know who they are, but I just haven't listened. Ooh, Silas. I actually have done a few reactions on from this album and from this band in general. I haven't listened to the album all the way through, but it's decent from what I listened to. It's pretty heavy, so I dig that a lot. Eskimo Callboy, is that what that is? Is that a oh man. I haven't listened to it, and honestly, I don't really plan to because I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of those guys. As I Lay Dying. Now, I love this band. This album, it's pretty good. It's not my favorite by them. I know most people would disagree. I think this might have been their first album, to be honest. I mean, I'm gonna say great because As I Lay Dying, what they did for the metalcore genre. I mean, to me, they're like the kings of metalcore. They're really, really freaking good. Free, I've never heard of this before. I have no idea what is that. The Statue of Liberty? I don't even know what that is. Put that right here because I haven't listened to it. Greeley Estates. My cousin was a big fan of these guys, but I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really listened to it. I probably know a few songs, but I couldn't tell you which ones. Okay. I have not listened to this either. There's a lot I gotta catch up on, guys, huh? Every Time I Die, Hot Damage. I, Every Time I Die is a very popular band, and I may be of the popular opinion that I'm not a huge fan of these guys. I respect them as musicians, but I've never, just haven't really. I don't know. I'll say decent. They're okay. They're not bad. Okay, Within the Ruins of Vade. I actually have this album. I don't know if I consider this metalcore per se, but it's pretty good. Again, it's not my favorite by them, but I'll leave it on decent. It's not bad. It's okay. Okay, I don't know what this is either. Man, this is really bad. Look how many albums are down here. Seriously. Okay, let's see. Palisades. I know who they are, but I haven't listened to them. Snapcase. Never listened to them. Hatebreed. Hatebreed's a good band, but I don't listen to them that often. I don't know. I don't really listen to them that much. Do not know what that is. Iceland Kills, The Silver Scream. Now that's a good album, actually. I really enjoy that album. Hmm. I'll put good. Again, that's the only album I like by them, so I'll just say good. Emir, Speaker of the Dead, dude. Emir's definitely a guilty pleasure of mine. I'm gonna put decent. It's not my favorite, but it is decent. Okay, let me see. I don't know what this one is either, man. I have no idea. Again, I go into these blind, so I have no idea, what these are. It's fun to go in blind to kind of figure it out, but a lot of music I need to catch up on. Do not know what that is either. Memphis Mayfire, oh, I was at the center. The Hollow. I'm sorry. I have listened to this album. To be honest, I do like this album. A lot of people say it's for them, it's a masterpiece or it's an all-time favorite. Again, I like Memphis Mayfire. I say Challenger is my favorite by them, and their new singles have been awesome. That's um, I'll I'll put good. No, I'll put great. I do like a lot of songs off that album. Not my favorite, but I do enjoy that album. I'll put great. Glass Cloud, haven't listened to him. Bleeding Through, know the band, have not listened to this album. Threat Signal, haven't listened to that either. 36 Crazy Fists, I have no idea what that is. Capture the Crown Till Death, it's really bad. It's actually awful. Like, to the point where I'm just like, I can't handle it. I just can't handle it. It's just that bad. It's terrible. It's like a wannabe asking Alexandria. Terror, I think I did a reaction to them, to be honest. Haven't listened to them that much, though, so I'll just put it right there. Okay, do not know what that one is either. Again, if you all know what these are, you gotta let me know, because I have no idea what any of these are. What's this one here? He is Legend? Never heard of it. Woven War. Now, I am familiar with them because when Tim was arrested for whatever he did, well, we know what he did, but they started a new band. The guys in Adelaide Dying started a new band called Woven War. This is like their self-titled. It's not bad. It's pretty decent. It's not. I mean, Adelaide. Nothing would play as Adelaide Dying, but it's not bad. It's not terrible. And the last one is I don't know what that is. So boom, we're gonna put that there. All right, my friends. So as you can tell, we have So we got some work to do with the haven't listened, haven't we? We got a lot to do. Again, if there is something in here that you want me to react to, you can leave a comment down below. Or again, the best way to get a hold of me is through email, and that's pretty much guaranteed to get your reaction. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Tier List Thursdays. Again, if you like what you see, feel free to hit the subscribe button, like button, and share it with your friends. But until next time, I hope y'all take care. Thank you again for the ongoing support.